right, here we go.
Alrighty, welcome to MTV Rigs. This is Dr. Seuss, our Toyota Landcruiser BJ45, 1984. Starting at the back, house looking key to open this guy. Down is lock, up is open. Pull this door here. We've got a drop down step, which you pull out, which is fantastic. To release the pop top, pull these two things down and push up, catching it at the top. Inside we have propane heater with dust cap here.
See.
Cooker, propane bottle. Cooker rests on this bench. And down here we have a double regulator. So the front line is for the cooker hose and the back line is for the heater. And master valve at the top. And then this line here connects to the back of the cooker via a quick release. When you want to cook. When you're not, it stores nicely on the magnet. To run the heater, you open the master valve as well as the back valve. And then these are your switches, so you have high fan, high heat, low heat, and off. And this is your temperature. The inside one is your temperature setting. It runs on a thermostat, so when it's warm outside, to get it going, you'd have to turn it to high. Put it here. The fan will run for a little while, and then you'll hear some clicking, and the flame will spark, and you'll get heat after a minute. It's a regulator. There it goes. And we're now heating. So to turn it off, back to the middle, and then turn the gas off at the back. In the middle we have two 20-liter jerry cans of water. One of which has a cap with a hose through the middle with a submersible pump, which leads to this, activated by this switch here. We have various storage drawers throughout the vehicle, super light and handy. Fridge freezer. It can be either a fridge or a freezer, not both. And it's controlled by a switch through the cabinetry down here behind the water tank. This is the cutlery and whatnot drawer, push button release, pull it out. It also has, via this guy here, you lift this deadbolt and you can release this one, and then push button in again, and you've got another table. Lock it in at the back. More storage. This guy is also accessible from the back. Outside cabinet, we've got a collapsible bucket, 12-volt shower, water filtration stuff, snatch strap, recovery gear, and a tire puncture repair kit. Again with the push button switch lock. This one as well holds a 15-liter extra water. This guy here has a double function of extra bench and prep space. as well as when it's bedtime, you drop this one and it becomes the foot of your bed with another cushion which sits on top and connects by a Velcro, and then you drop the table as well. So coming over to the side, we've got deadbolt lock sliding door storage, which is quite long. This is a storage kind of shoe container or other stuff which hangs on the door. And another storage compartment, same system. This one actually has a second drawer slide out. Under all of the seats, we also have additional storage. And here is the awning, mosquito net for the door, which velcros on via the outside of the door frame. There is an extra gas strut in there and some other mosquito nets and bits and pieces.
The awning just connects via this runner here on either side of the vehicle, and can also go on the back.
So to take the table down, you just lift it off of its pole. The pole lifts out as well, and then stores over here in this bracket. Broke the elastic band. And then the table has a hole which latches onto that guy there, and then it stays put in here. And the bed puts together like that. On this side there is another drawer, just some collapsible storage boxes in that one. Underneath the table we have another storage space, long and thin. As well as toolbox kept in the middle of the vehicle to distribute weight. Spares, bolts, electrical stuff, socket set, shackles, lights, all kinds of odds and ends in here. It never moves while driving, its weight keeps it where it is. Further up the front, below the seating, we have additional storage. This one is also accessible from the side. We've got a little safe in there with a lock. The key for that is on the key ring. These are thermal window inserts for the front cab. And in here is a Latin American emergency equipment set. Yeah.
All of the windows have lockout and a fly screen. They're Dometic and they just pull in off their little gas struts.
Again, another storage space. And this guy is the electrical box. So, pair of coveralls for when you're working on the vehicle, wooden insert, and then we've got a 170 amp hour AGM battery. This is a C-Tech DC to DC charger, which regulates both the solar and the alternator current to keep the battery topped up. Everything is very well laid out. We've got all labeled fuses and circuits, which is great. And then this guy here is actually a circuit breaker for the whole system. So if you push this red button, it'll break the circuit and it'll make sure that there's no charge. So if you want to if you're storing it or shipping it, that one's good. This is the compressor for the airbag suspension at the back, which is activated via the driver's seat in the front. Oh yeah, so over here we've got fans, dual speed fans, which are great for when it's warm or sleeping. And everything throughout the vehicle is set up with these ball joint hinges. And so you can release this and take that fan off and move it over here or up the front. And then they've got these universal plugs, which are easily changeable. So that's really well thought out. Up here we've got another storage area, drop down storage. We have two thicknesses of cab divider, which Velcro along the outside of this for when you're sleeping. The thicker one is great when it's cold.